Days after California Governor Gavin Newsom announced that the state was moving towards exclusively selling electric vehicles in just over a decade, he's now asking residents to avoid charging their EVs in order to conserve energy. Right now, the entire western U.S. is in a prolonged and record heat wave, which looks to last through the Labor Day weekend. There are excessive heat watches and warnings running from San Diego all the way up to San Francisco from today through the Labor Day weekend. Some areas could see temperatures near 115 degrees. Right now, there are just over 1 million electric vehicles in California, making up 43% of the country's EV total. I've got a close friend in San Mateo who's had 4 of them leased since 2013. Joining me now is Ethan Bearman, attorney and radio host. Ethan, if the power grid can't handle these cars charging, along with the day-to-day energy needs of residents, how does the state expect to handle the EVs of nearly 40 million people, the population of California, in just over a decade, in 13 years to be exact?
Well, first off, Mike, thanks for having me on. It's great to be with you tonight. And I reject actually the entire premise. And the reason it's wrong, and I believe that this has been blown up by the right, is regardless of electric vehicles, we have an issue in California right now of climate change making our heat waves worse, hotter, longer. We can't keep up with the air conditioning in the first place. The primary thing they're actually asking people to do is to turn their air conditioners up to 78 degrees. So that's the primary. Secondarily, what they're asking is for EV owners not to charge between 4 and 9. So that is while we transition to a more greener grid that's more resilient and more reliable, which has been going on, if you remember the Enron scandal back in 2001 with our rolling blackouts. This is something that the state has been working on for a long time. We have $300 billion coming from the president's Inflation Reduction Act for things like renewable energy and resilient grid. The state of California has tens of billions of dollars coming up in the budget to address this as well. We're set for it. The biggest issue is we can't shut down our nuclear plant right now, which some of the environmentalists are fighting for, but it's just simply don't charge your EV from 4 to 9. It's simple. It's not that complicated.
All right, Ethan, and you mentioned investments in clean energy. Toyota just announced $2.5 billion they're going to spend to build an electric vehicle battery facility in North Carolina. So this horse is out of the barn, probably a bad metaphor given the fact we're talking about automobiles. But Gavin Newsom, the governor there, had a press conference just a little while ago to talk about the heat wave and the measures they're taking to get Californians to not charge their cars during certain hours of the afternoon. Let's have a listen.
We are anticipating this extreme heat to be a length and duration the likes of which we haven't experienced in some time. The Flex Alert just asks you if you can do a little bit more. We voluntarily ask you to do a little bit more to help us get through the next week or so.
Okay, I'll do a little bit more. My understanding is that electric vehicles are not going to draw down, I think it's under 3% by 2030. The entire electric demand will represent 3% of the entire electric demand will electric vehicles. So what is the governor asking people to do now, and what does this tell us about the future when the electric grid is under so much strain in your state?
Yeah, and that's why we're spending as much money as we are to work on the grid. I mean, look, we have problems, of course, that the grid, not just in California, in states like Texas and elsewhere, can't handle this additional load due to climate change. So the state of California has been leading the way to invest these billions of dollars in renewable energy projects. We had a little bit of a problem here with the global supply chain and the previous president's tariffs on the country of China, which essentially stole our solar panel manufacturing by dumping their panels on us. So we're working on all of that concurrently here. And I'll just give a simple example, an anecdote of myself. I've been one who's owned a couple of EVs over the years, plug-in hybrids as well. I have one of the latest Ford electric vehicles, which is a phenomenal feat of engineering by Ford. And I've designed my own solar panel system at home to offset some of my load on the grid. There's so much that we can do, and it requires municipalities, it requires corporations, it requires individuals, along with the state and federal government, to all be working together to address this massive issue we're facing.
All right, 13 years, 2035, no more gas-powered cars, hydrogen or electric cars only, sold in California. Deadline's going to come up, be here sooner than we know. Ethan Bearman, see you next time. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.